This is Modpack here again, and I am playing, of course, Blood and Bones Feed the Beast Modpack. Now, I, as you can see, am in a better situation than I was last time, which isn't really saying much considering that last time I was pretty much in the worst situation I could have possibly been in. But this time, I have altogether about 8.5 hearts compared to my probably on average 2 last time. I also have armor, and I'm having a little farm here, which of course is growing in the wrong biome, so it's going to take 1,000 years, probably literally, to grow. And obviously you just hoe with a mattock, but the reason why my hearts are so stable is because of these things called smoothies, and you just put in basically almost any fruit. I'm actually pretty sure it is every single fruit, and it makes a different smoothie with the juicer and a snowball, and the juicer is just simply stone and a pressure plate. And yeah, they're pretty cheap. I don't know where the heck the glass comes from, but you know, never mind that. Never mind that at all. Which, actually, I have no idea whether or not zombies can... What the... Oh, I do not want to see what he has in store. But I don't know whether or not zombies can break fences. But here's the thing. If they can't, I'm going to just build a giant fence around this whole area and light everything up. So that, hey, I don't quite take a liking to being right there. I'm just gonna light up the area inside the fence and make a giant square around this whole thing. And if zombies can break fences, I'm just gonna, screw it all and move it up into the air. Because then they obviously won't see me because I'm in the middle of the giant air thing that I'm gonna build. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be in the air. So there's that. The other thing is okay. The reason why I'm growing this rye is because you can actually use it to make where is it? Flour. With just this thing, it's not very hard to get either. It's just stone and blah 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 stick. It's a blah 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 stick, and you just cook this flour. Well, no, you make dough with it, which is just water and salt and a mixing bowl, which are all really easy to get. And then you can actually smelt the dough into bread, which is a nourishing, light meal, and that is what I want. But you can go even further and smelt the bread again to make cooked bread, which is, referred to as toast, as it normally is, and it gives you more hunger than the other one. But the most important thing is these count as 2 different foods for your nourishment, and that's good, because that means that if this rye actually starts to grow... Oh, by the way, you can make a crap ton of things with bread. If this rye actually starts to grow, then maybe I can, use it, but it's probably not going to start to grow. That's why I hate Unger Hoverall so much. Yes. Oh, man, I hate that mod, Unger Hoverall. And the reason why I hate Hunger Overhaul so much is because of that. If it's not growing in the right biome, it takes literally probably several real-life... Oh, crap. Holy what? Okay, I think I've overstayed my welcome. I'm getting out of here. I'm having to run away from my own house. But there are literally storms of creepers coming from the back of there. Just like lightning going... and creepers, like, emerging from it. I want to see that. That would be cool. Not now, though. Not now. I would expect that in this mod. But anyway. Alright, so... I'm back here in my house again. Of course. This is not really a house, but, still... And I've been kind of looking at the bows lately that Tinker's Contract has to offer, which at the current point I can only have one, called a Shortbow, which is basically the normal bow, but, Tinker's Contract. So I'm debating whether or not it's actually worth it to make these arrows, and... I mean, you can make wooden ones, but I don't like to waste materials in the fletchling, because... The fletchling is basically like the little feather thingy that you normally put on it, but it's a fletchling, so it's completely different. You have to just make it with a spearhead and stuff. Here. There's the arrow recipe. There's the bow recipe. Done. Okay, well... Just one thing to note, the arrows look really weird when you fire them. They don't have the best textures ever, but, still, it's a cool thing. But one thing I'd like to mention is that this is actually the first time, I think ever since the start of the world, that I haven't had either, like, I'm not hungry and I'm not damaged, like, at all, according to my stats. It says nothing about me dying or starving or being hungry or being hurt or anything like that, and it's all due to these smoothies right here. So I have a great deal that I owe to them, so I suppose that I should repay that back by eating another one of them. So yeah, that only gave me a half a thing that time. Okay, I guess I'm eating too many smoothies. So, just a little thingy right there. I also got a zombie head, which I really wish that I got before, because you can put it on your copper pickaxe to make it mine iron, and that would have been really useful about 3 hours ago. 2 hours ago. I don't know. I don't know at the current point, but I've been trying to torch up this area. It doesn't really seem to be working that much. I mean, it's still way torched up, way more torched up than it was originally. I really hope they can't break through fences, because that would be awesome if they couldn't. And I keep hearing random explosions. I have no idea what they are, and lightning strikes that one spot. What does that mean? I wonder. Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. These mobs are willing to do anything to get to you. I just looked it up, and there are people like, oh yeah, they just blow up to get to you. Have you ever heard of a creeper trying to blow up just so that they can get to your house? Just so that they can attempt to harm you? And I mean, there have been instances of this happening before. That's why they were blowing up under here for no reason, because they were trying to blow up a pathway so the zombies could get up here. That is ridiculous. Have you ever thought that mobs would use such teamwork to try and just desperately get to the player to kill them over and over and over and over and over and over? It's just like, what do they want? I don't even have anything in my inventory right now, and they would still kill the crap out of me. What do they want? And it's lagging right now because I don't have Optifine on anymore, but I'm gonna put it back on since I figured out what the deal was. But still, that's ridiculous. Why? Why? I think they try to get to your spawn. That's probably what they were aggroed on. Just try to blow up until they can blow up your bed. That is very... What was that? I think a fishing zombie is trying to escort a friend up here, and I don't exactly want that to happen, so bye. Okay, well, I just crafted a frying pan, and I actually think that it's better than the sword I just crafted for one reason, well, for two reasons, and that's because when you hit an enemy with it, it inflicts slowness upon them, because, you know, it stuns them, because it's a frying pan, and it also makes a cool little sound, which I can't demonstrate right now because there's nothing to hit, which is bad, but I wish there was. Okay, well, I have a completely different set of plans now, because if you try and grow a seed, it says best growing in, or something like it grows best in, and most of the seeds say plains or forest, and I noticed on the mini-map over here that there is a forest biome attached to a plains biome right past this taiga biome, which is actually fairly close to my house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to move all of my stuff all the way over there, forget about the stupid roguelike dungeon, and come back here and do the actual dungeon when I feel like I have enough materials in about 1,000 years. So having a good farm that actually works will probably be very advantageous to me, considering that right now these have been sitting here for probably about 20 days and they haven't even grown yet, and these haven't even grown at all. But if I put them in a plains biome, it should speed up that process quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if it's going to be this episode, but I know I'm going to move it over here and I'm going to have a sky base. So, man, I keep circling my mouse around the area, and I keep forgetting that you can't even see my mouse, which sucks, but, you know, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't quite want to see that guy, because jumping creepers suck crap, and I hate them forever. Okay, well, I'm over at the forest, or the Ender Forest biome, as it turns out to be, and I think that I think that setting up a base here will still work, because I don't think that Hunger Overhaul recognizes the difference between this and the regular forest, because I think this is just a subcategory of a regular forest. And I think it has the same generation code, just has different color. So, I mean, I am kind of screwed too because, I mean, my stuff is kind of in my inventory, and I can't really walk all the way back before it turns back to night, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So, there's that. There's also another roguelike dungeon right here, so I don't really have to worry about that. There's the jungle temple that I was in before my trillion deaths to get over to the other part. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to promptly jump on top of a tree. This one should work. Maybe. And jump off of it. And then repeat so that I spawn all the way back at my house. Actually, maybe I should put a little bit of an indicator here. Well, no. You can see a little bit of 2 blocks right here where the chest is. So, yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself and bring all my items back here about 3 or 4 times. And I should be good. Except it's almost night, so I'm gonna have to wait again. I really, really hope that it doesn't recognize this as a different biome, because that would suck forever and ever and ever and ever. Still, it's better than this. I won't have constant explosions. It won't look like crap because it's a swamp biome. Blah, blah, blah. It will just be overall, all around better. I'm also gonna have to make this into ingots. Whoa there, settle down. I have no idea what this is, but I found it on my way here, and I also see that there's an enemy in it, which I'm going to kill real fast. There we go. What in the world? Oh, this is from Witchery. And, of course, there's only bread in it. Wow, that was sure useful. If this was in the right biome, I would definitely use that as a house, but it's not, so I guess I'm not. I don't really know what that was about, but I have a witch's end now. Yay. Anyway, all my stuff is here now in this forest, or this ender forest. It's called an ender forest. So, I realize that this is an ender forest and not a regular forest, but the crops that are specific to a forest in Pam's mod, like blackberries and raspberries, are generating in here, so I'm definitely now inclined to believe that it'll probably be the same with Hunger Overhaul and the seed growth too. So that's good. And I also realized that nothing really happened in this part other than me making a frying pan and beating the crap out of nobody with it. But, you know, what happens happens. So I suppose that I'll start the construction of my base in the next episode. So yeah, see you then.